Hey guys, so this is going to be a short one. I was just kind of setting up for my next video, which is going to be about exploring Rose's movement. Rose is the main character, by the way, and I had this issue before where I'll just show you guys actually, but I got to do some control Zing here. So I have this interaction between the player and an enemy. I had this before where, I hit it, looks like it worked fine, right? But then afterwards, I'm able to do shit like this. I'm able to just stand on top and I can, hit the enemy, from behind and stuff, and not take damage. Heck, I think I can stand right here. Yeah, I can stand right here and not take damage. You see my point. So, in order to work around that, initially, I just made how I'm doing the collisions here is that I have an area which detects the collisions, and I just made it bigger for the purposes of getting this out of the way, because I couldn't figure out for the life of me what was wrong. So I go to the before I found that workaround, I went to the Godot forums in order to get someone to maybe help me out and see if anyone had any idea what was the issue. For a while, there was nothing really. I tried everyone's suggestions, and nothing was working. And so a guy had me, a guy had me send over the project, a simplified version of the project. I scaled the project way down, only included the bare bones of what was required in order to duplicate the problem I was having. And he immediately finds it. Let this be a cautionary tale. See these two lines? Host.setCollisionBit mask true right here. And I guess false also is a part of it. This explicitly causes that interaction that you saw. This thing. It explicitly causes this to happen. You see, because it's setting the host collision mask bit true for these two bits, and those two mask bits, are the enemies and enemy attacks. So it's setting the host, which is the Rose kinematic body, it sets that physics collider to detect enemies. And so, when the game is running, it's detecting that physical interaction. And that's the entirety of what was wrong. It was just, I had to just remove these, and I combed over this 5 times, and I just took it for granted that I was just right. And the reason that I have this stuff in the first place is because initially I was trying to do all the collisions with just the physics body. That's the thing up here. That's the parent of Rose, as I was talking about parents before. I was just trying to do collisions with that, but that's pretty janky. You shouldn't do it. That's why they make Area 2Ds. Area 2Ds don't interact physically, at least not normally. And so use Area 2Ds in order to detect other Area 2Ds or bodies. It can do both. And I was just, after I detect the collision, I just set the host's kinematic body to be able to detect enemies now. So that's why it was registering the enemy as a floor. So if I just remove these two lines, it works perfectly. I don't detect the enemy as a floor. I just detect that I'm touching the enemy, and boom, I'm getting hit, and I'm technically dying just now because the Rose has 3 HP currently. So every time I just Rose dies, I don't have anything for that. I just kind of reset the health. She has 3 HP, and every time she hits 0, it just resets and tells me that I should be dead right now. So yeah, this is just a cautionary tale against what you could possibly if you're so sure of your logic, have someone else look at it. Chances are your logic is fucked up. Chances are you're just missing something, and that was right in front of me the entire time, and it causes this to happen. What I had there, that is explicitly what it's there to do. It sets the mask to true. Because originally, you can see up here, Rose, the collision physics layer, it only detects floors and walls and obstacles, and of course that's all it should detect. I guess also it should detect platforms as well. But that's besides the point. The point is that you You have to be careful. You have to be careful looking, like, going through your code and thinking like, okay, this code should be working logically, and it might. Most of your logic might be right, but there's that chance that you're not thinking totally clearly, or there's something that you're just glossing over, just taking for granted because you're sure that some parts are there because you weren't, like, maybe you're not thinking about it too hard, like thinking too hard about certain parts of the code. You just take it for granted that certain parts of the code are working correctly, as I did. So yeah, just make sure that you're not doing that. Okay, see you guys.